good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one,
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So West Virginia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single.
Turning it on! When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got the quick pass. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Gauze. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side now. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They boot it away on 4th down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Punts it out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's shipped. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It's a draw. Slithers into space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Tar Heels are on the move. Give to the running back. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauze. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Here comes the heat. try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some. Pulls it in down the middle. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. And he's dragged down. Here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got the quick completion. Still running at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On target over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
West Virginia, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll do it himself. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense, quick tempo.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the shuffle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lopez to pass. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Find some fresh air. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in the left.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to the run. It's gone. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best.
Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. At the 45 on his way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hubbard. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they threw that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Lopez to pass. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They get to the line quickly.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Perry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's gone. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught in the backfield, it's Culliver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The throw with the catch. It's Culliver. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Out of the shotgun on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the lone running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lopez to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Perry. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. There's the pressure. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, you're set up. You're in great position. The offense driving the ball down the field. You get in the red, you got to make something positive happen, Palmer, and that's not what they were looking for.
No, turnovers. That's why that's a key statistic when it comes to winning and losing football games, but it couldn't have come at a worse time, as you just mentioned, David. Down at this area of the field, situationally, when you're trailing, you simply can't have a mistake like that, and that's the difference between good teams and bad teams.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. That's caught. It's Culliver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Hamilton. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He lobs one high down the left side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.